cold outside. And it's cold. And there's nothing like cold to make you think about clothes. And that's our next interview. So we're going to interview this wonderful young man. His name is Tyler Harris. And he started Cool Clothing Company. And I'm going to go inside and see if he got a hoodie or something. Tyler, this is an awesome setup that you got here. Really? Okay. Great setup that you got here.
Thank you so much. If it wasn't for Deb, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Hi, Deb. Hi. Wave to the camera. Thanks, Deb. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us today. We do appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Excellent. So, Tyler, tell me a little bit about Cool Clothing Company.
Well, we started in 2010. My mom got sick in 2010 as well. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I really started it for her. And from there, we launched online in February of 2011. And from there, we've been doing well. So that's pretty much it.
Now, when you say you did this for her, what specifically were you hoping the desired outcome would be?
For people to hear my story, really to show the struggle of starting a business on your own and really doing something positive. As a kid, coming from Chicago, you really don't see a lot of positive atmosphere around Chicago. So I tried to bring that, through my clothing.
Now, for you to be so young, how old are you?
17.
17. Were you always entrepreneurial?
Not really. It really came about when all the connections came to me. I let things come to me. I didn't rush anything.
Excellent.
When my mom got sick, a lot of doors opened. And I just went through the doors, as you could say. So
all right.
That's how the entrepreneurial spirit came about.
So walk me through this process. Mom gets ill and you decide I have to do something for her. So you start this clothing line. Now, once you start a clothing line, what's the first step? You've made the decision. How did you even come up with the name?
Basically, in school, I used to get in trouble for drawing a lot. I really wasn't the best drawer, but I drew a lot. And I would come up with little crazy ideas for designs, and I kept my sketchbook book over the years, going through middle school and high school, and I used my designs for clothing. That's where you get a lot of the designs from. So,
how'd you come up with the name Cool?
Cool, it was a dream. I tell my family members all the time. A God-given dream, I think. Really, I went to sleep one night and woke up with Cool. I was always called the cool kid in school, so I just went with Cool, and then the creative outlook on life part came from the dream. So
okay. So Cool is actually an acronym, Creative Outlook on Life.
Yeah.
That's hot. That's really nice.
Thanks.
So now you started Cool Clothing, right?
Yes.
How did you start selling these?
Basically out my trunk. I was
You had a car?
Yeah, I had a car. High school, my freshman year. Basically out my mom's car. She gave it to me when she got sick. And from there, I was selling in school. I was selling outside of school at basketball games and different things like that. And from there, it jumped into online. And from there, we've been selling online and now going into stores now. So.
Okay, so from the trunk of the car to online to department stores.
Yes.
That's an awesome transition. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On that. So now I need to ask you a few tough questions, or maybe they're not so tough for you. In this progression, did you notice any changes in your social life?
A lot. I haven't had a normal high school life. I had to make a lot of sacrifices. School dances, didn't really attend. The only school events that I would go to are football games and basketball games just to promote my clothing. And other than that, high school life wasn't, a normal high school life. I was a businessman, so to say. So that's pretty much it.
And your friends are seeing you as a business person.
Yes.
So did any of those relationships change?
A lot. You lose friends in the process. And it's for the good most of the time, but sometimes you're hurt by it. But other than that, I lost a lot of friends and gained a lot of friends in this industry.
Tell me about how you lost those friends. In what capacity? What caused the friendships to end?
Friends usually, when they see you do good, some of them take it well and some of them don't. you can sell clothes and make a lot of money, and then you have friends that will ask you for free clothes or free, free money, so to say. And you got to make the right decision for yourself, the positive decision for yourself. And that was my positive decision to let those friends go.
So it's almost as if they felt like you owed them something,
right?
Because you were their friend, and they're like, okay, you coming up, so now you owe me free clothes.
It's my time, yeah.
Oh, okay. But none of them helped you build the business?
At all.
Yeah. Okay. And tell me about the friends that you've gained.
Business friends. I've gained a lot. I had to build a team because I found out in the long run that I had to build a team to stay afloat. So my photographer is one, Miguel. I have models that model for me that are also friends of mine. And I also have a push team, so to say, that we do in the suburbs where we push clothes to different schools and everything like that. And they're also friends of mine. So. Oh,
excellent. So did you gain these friends through the development of the clothing company?
Yes, you can say I took my clique and turned it into faculty. So it's a good thing that my friends have the same mission and the same drive as me, and it's a wonderful thing to do, to see your friends grow with you, and that's a powerful thing.
See, now, the only way I believe that you're 17 is because you told me that you were 17, but your mindset is so far advanced. As my grandma used to say, you've been here before. It's so far advanced, more so than the average 17-year-old, and I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
By the way, from the very first conversation that I had with you, I could tell that there was something very unique and entrepreneurial about you. And I'm a creative person, so I get exactly what it is that you're saying. But now I want to shift gears a little bit, and I want to talk about the future. So you have this clothing line. It went from the trunk to online to department stores. How do you keep it fresh? Like, what's next?
I keep an innovative spirit. I keep changing up the designs and changing up the colorways that I go with. We do, for our first three collections, we did sports-related gear. So you might see a baseball T-shirt inspired by Jackie Robinson, or you might see a tie-dye shirt. You might switch it up for the summertime or something like that. So we just changed it up to keep kids involved. Kids play sports, so they relate to sports. Kids, listen to music, so we try to relate to music as well. So which is intertwined. So that's how we come up with the designs and stuff.
And how do you know when a certain plan, a marketing plan that you have is working? How do you determine, yep, let's stay on this path?
When kids keep calling or kids keep asking for the new. When I have my peers come to me and ask me, Tyler, when is the next clothes coming out? That keeps me going. The clothing that you release first, if they keep asking for more, you know you're doing something.
Okay. And how do you come up with this? Are all of the designs out of your head, or do you have a creative team?
All out of my head. Like I said, I had a sketchbook, and most of the first designs came out of the sketchbook. And I was drawing since I was in 8th grade. And my freshman year, I really didn't want to use the sketchbook anymore, so I had it just sitting around, and I was like, well, this is my dream, so I'm going to go ahead and make it happen. And I had the designs and popped them out on shirts and samples and stuff. So,
which one's your favorite?
Right now, the new pieces, the new cool logo, which is the head and everything, is the new favorite for me because it shows like the cool aspect of cool clothing. So that's really my favorite now. Okay. And you'll see a lot of it.
You said it's your favorite now, so there might be a new favorite
it might be
a little bit later on. I noticed the tie-dye.
Yeah.
Tell me about the tie-dye.
Basically, the tie-dye, the 70s era, Jimi Hendrix, and just showing that era. Like, I wanted to do something that was positive because, the era was all about peace and love. And this shirt really shows peace and love in a lot of different ways. So that's why I like the bright colors and the peace and happiness design on it. So this is really fresh and really new. So
okay, and so because it's new, how's it being received right now?
It was doing well in the summertime. Now that it's going into winter, December, so people are still buying them though. It's really a popular shirt because people like the message behind it. On the website, we show in the description what the message means, and on the back of the shirt it says "It's all love." So that means a lot coming from our city, coming from Chicago, and it means just to show the love. Never hate on anyone. Just keep the love and keep the peacefulness. Keep striving for excellence.
Do you think you're a young man who has his head strapped on well?
I try to keep my head strapped on well as the people that's close to me. So, you know, that's what we try to do. My family keeps my head on straight. You know, anybody in my family keeps my head on straight. So they try to keep me in a positive aspect so that I can keep moving forward.
Okay. So that leads me to my next question. So what woman or women, past or present, would you deem as someone who's thriving fearlessly?
Well, I grew up in a family that is full of women.
Okay.
It goes down from my mom to my grandma. Coming from a single parent home, being my mom was a strong lady in my life, and my grandma being a strong lady in my life. I have those two women who backed me on everything I did, whether it be basketball or whether it be anything, music, or whether it be clothes. They always backed me on it. Then you have my cousins, who I also call aunts, and they've been a big help. Lynetta Albright, Denise Hunter, and Sherry Hunter.
Okay.
Been a big support in me doing this, and it's been a good thing.
How are they thriving fearlessly?
They're doing their thing, doing what they love to do, and that's help people. Positive. They're keeping the positive atmosphere. They're making sure everybody succeeds. They don't want to see anybody fail. And that's what I love about them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad that I have a male on the show who's coming up in business, because I don't have an opportunity to ask this question. So as a male and your business is starting to grow, do you find that you're getting hit on a lot more?
I've gotten there. Well, a couple women have come up to me and, you know, either want to model for the clothing line or just want to talk to me as a person. And you have to also choose that wisely as well. Because not everybody is in for your best interest.
That's right.
They're not. Everyone doesn't want to talk to you just because you're, you know, Tyler. They want to talk to you because you own a clothing line at 17, or they want to talk to you because you have a car, or talk to you because you have money. But I have come across a couple women who really are, you know, supporting the brand and also buying shirts instead of asking for them. So,
okay. Because I was just going to ask you, how can you tell the difference?
Yeah, it's a difference.
So they actually do support the business.
Instead of, you know, taking my shirt out of my, you know, my collection, they'll go buy one themselves.
Oh,
so
very nice.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Do you feel like you have something to offer?
I have a lot. I really want to do different things in my life aside of cool clothing, but with cool clothing. I want this message to be heard not only through the clothes, but through messages that I speak to different kids who want to start their own brand or do their own dream or pursue their own dream. And that's really my message. I really want kids to know that you can do something. If somebody tells you you can't, you can. And that's pretty much it. You just keep following your dream when people tell you not to, whether it be teachers, whether it be your parents, whether it be anybody. Just keep going. Never stop.
My goodness. I just... Really? Like 17? Are you kidding me? I love it. I absolutely love it. And so how can people support you?
You can go online and shop as much as you want.
Okay. What's the website?
coolclothingcompany.bigcartel.com.
Say that again?
coolclothingcompany.bigcartel.com.
Okay. And if someone said to you, hey, I really like the clothing line. I like where it's going. I want to buy you out. Would you be willing?
At this point, no. Because this is my dream and I want to keep going as much as possible. I'm in a good position. It opens up doors for me as a person. This is my outlet. When I stopped playing basketball my freshman year, I really didn't have anything else to do. I could have been on the streets. I could have been, you know, hustling like kids usually do, or stayed on the street corner, but I didn't. I wanted to do something positive and keep my head on right, like as you said. So this is my outlet, and I don't want to, you know, give up my outlet just yet.
Excellent.
So.
Now, if there's anything at all that you would want our viewers to know, what would that be?
Just like I said, keep going. when you don't have enough money to keep going, when you haven't made any money on whatever you're doing, keep going, because it's your dream. And if you follow your dream, you don't want to look back and say that you didn't follow your dream. So keep going. That's all I can say is keep going.
And Tyler, in our initial conversation, you just reminded me of something. I remember asking you, like, how did you fund this, like, to start off?
Yeah.
And you told me what?
I was working at White Castle my sophomore year, and it was really struggling. It was a struggle. I really didn't like working at White Castle. I never liked working for anybody. It was a struggle. I didn't like taking out trash and flipping burgers and stuff. So, but it was a learning point. You had to make money to, you had to make your own money to make more money. So
that's right.
That was my purpose of working at White Castle at that time.
But see, you're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Excellent. So. I love that. And I'm going to say it again because I mean it from my heart. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so
much.
And
I love that you have encouraged our viewers, but I'm going to encourage you. Stay the path. Stay the path. Stay the path. You have a wonderful thing going. I love the direction. I love where your mind is. And sometimes you can get distracted, and you know that.
Yeah.
But even in the distraction, just stay the path. I want to encourage you to do that. Even at 17, you're inspiring me.
Thank you.
I really wish at 17 but that's okay, because what's mine is mine. What's Tyler's belongs to Tyler. And Tyler, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You are definitely someone who is thriving fearlessly. I appreciate your time. And again, if people want to support you, give them the website.
coolclothingcompany.bigcartel.com, or you can Google Cool Clothing Company. It'll pop up.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
You.
And for the viewers, until next time, thrive fearlessly. I'm Erica Gilchrist, award-winning speaker, author, and trainer. And thank you for watching this episode of WTF, Women Thriving Fearlessly. While you're here, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and be sure to share this video with all your friends and all your social networks. And head on over to theunstoppablewoman.net, where we can take your questions and comments. And until we speak again, thrive fearlessly.